Well, hello everyone. Welcome to Redneck Ways. How y'all doing today out there in YouTube land? Hope everybody said fine and dandy. I'm not doing too awful bad here in old Kentucky. Guys, it's about 10 minutes till 6, and it is right now about 75 degrees outside. Pretty warm, pretty warm. And in front of you is one of those little air conditioners that you add water and it makes your room cool, supposedly. That's what we're going to test today, guys. I've been so busy down at the plant, guys, this week. I have not got out and found us anything cool to look at or work on. And we have been slammed down there. So I had bought this about a week ago down at the flea market. Gave a couple bucks for it. And I've always been curious about how well they worked. And I say some of you guys are probably kind of curious also. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to put it through its paces and see how well it does, if it works good or if it does anything. I've got myself a little air conditioner ordered, and I'm getting a little bit worried because I'm going on the 3rd week here and it's still not in. I ordered it, and what is it? Costco wholesale. It's one of the little air conditioners that don't have to be put in the window. You just kind of set it there in the middle of the floor and run a hose. But yeah, I really can't wait for that thing to come in because it is really starting to warm up here in Kentucky. But we'll go through this. We got first thing I'll show you is it came with this little wire, like a little charger, just like a telephone or phone charger, and it plugs in right here. And then you have your fan. It has pretty good sized little fan on it, and it has a pretty cool pattern, honeycomb pattern for the vent. And then right here, guys, is where you put your cold water, ice water and stuff. And then also you could open this up like this, and there's some filter pads that you can actually get wet and freeze, and they go here. And I'll show you right now on the video how that works. So we'll go to that and how you get those wet and put them in the freezer. This is how you supposed to fill up or get these little filters cold, guys. Supposed to just run water on them, and they absorb up water. I think that's about as much as they're going to hold. Kind of get the drips off, and then we'll place it up in the freezer. We'll put it back here in the very back. Probably should put it against that one thing, kind of right there. So we'll let that freeze, guys. And that's one part. That's one way we can cool it. So, alright. I'll be back. Alright, guys. So it's just that easy. You put those in the freezer and let those freeze. And it don't take really a long time. It takes about an hour, and those will be frozen. And then, I think how this works, guys, here in the top, if you can see back here in the back, there's like a little triangle piece. And on top of the device is a little hole, and I guess water, a little mist of water comes out. I'm not for sure about that, but there is a hole on top. But there's this little tiny I don't know what this little switch here is. There's also another little switch with a copper plate, and it's really hard to see inside here to show you. I don't really know what that's for. Can you see that little switch thing I'm talking about? Yeah, right there. Well, if I can get it back in the camera. Right there on the top. But I do know that whole top area gets super, super cold. So what I think how this is working is you know how cold air goes to the floor. I think that's how they got this. Like the cold water sets here, and then the coldness goes down, and then when it goes down, the fan pushes it out the louver here. So I think that's how that works. So we'll go through. Let me plug it up, and I'll show you. It has a on and off switch here. It has a 3-speed fan. It has LED lights, and it also has a timer. I don't know why it has the timer, but it does. And it also, guys, came with the little remote. So we'll hit the fan here first. We'll turn it on. She's on. And then we'll do the high and low. We'll go, that's number 2. And that's number 3. And it also, guys, has LEDs. So I'm going to have to turn some of these lights out. So we can see the LEDs on it. Whoops. What did I do? I hit the wrong one. Let's get it up to 3. And here's the lights, guys. There's red, blue, and green. And I think the blue kind of gives you that cold effect, you know what I mean? Even though it's not cold, it kind of gives you that feeling of cold. At least it does for me. So that's the basic step of things on it, guys. The settings. So let's turn that off. So what we're going to do, guys, we're going to use this little measurement thing here. Little temperature thing. And we're going to take a reading with no ice or anything in it first. And then we'll take another reading when we get ice water. And then after that, we'll take a reading when we put the filter pads in. So let's go ahead and take our first reading. There is nothing in here. We'll turn it up to the high setting. If I can find it. Alright, we got her on a high setting. So let's take the reading. And we're looking at about 77, guys. 77.9. We'll take it a couple times just to be... So about 77 degrees with nothing in it is what the fans are blowing. So what we'll do now, guys, I'll run in and get some ice water. We'll put ice water in it, and we'll give it a minute or two to get circulated, and then we'll take a reading after that. So give me a second, and I'll be right back. Alrighty, guys, I got some ice. Let's turn her on. See what I did through the remote. There we go. Get our speed up here. Keep doing that. Get it on our blue light. Did you know, guys, I just found this out the other day. The blue LED was one of the hardest LEDs to make. They said for some reason getting the LED to glow blue took a lot of work. And I forget the person who actually fixed it and made it, but yeah, I thought that was pretty interesting. Who would think? I thought all the LEDs would be just as easy to make, but I guess the red was the easiest, and the green, I don't know, I haven't heard anything about the green, but yeah, they said the blue was the hardest. Alright, so what I'm going to do, guys, first is we're going to put some chunks of icing in the back. Now, I think the temperature was, what, 77 degrees before we started anything. So I got that pretty full. Now I'm going to add my water. We're just going to fill this whole cavity plumb up. She's on. So I'm going to give that a minute. And I'll pause it for a minute and give it about 2 or 3 minutes to percolate. Alright, guys, this has been about 3 minutes. Let me see. I don't really feel much difference. Maybe a little. We have it on high. So let's take a reading. We're down to 70. Let's hit it a couple more times. Make sure. Alright, we're down to 70 degrees. So it cooled it off 7 degrees. So now what we're going to do is we're going to get ready and we're going to put the filter pads in. That's got their ice. So give me a second and I'll get those and we'll put those in. Alright guys, I got them out of the freezer. They're good and frozen. So let's put those in. They're in. I'll shut the door. And we'll give it a minute. Well, I don't think we'll have to give it a minute. It should automatically go. So let's take a reading on that. So now we have ice water and the frozen water pads. And we're down to 65, guys. Let's do it a couple times. Actually, 63. 63 degrees, guys. So it does drop the temperature a little bit. So I'm guessing if it's like 100 degrees out, oh, 57. We're down to 57. Let's do another one. Kind of went up there. $65. Is my thing not working? There's 60. I'm kind of getting some off readings here, but I figured I would with this. So, I mean, it's doing pretty good. 56. We'll give it 56 degrees. So it went down from 77 to 56, and I can really feel some cold air, guys. So I mean, I don't know if it's just if it's a gimmick all the way. I mean, I guess it's okay. It's definitely going to be better than nothing. So, alrighty, guys. That's about all I got on it. That's pretty much what it does. And like I said, I guess it's better than nothing. I can actually feel the cool air setting over from about 3 feet away. So, alright, guys. I hope everybody out there is doing well. And everybody is fine and dandy. So, until next time, I'll see you right here at Redneck Ways. I hope you guys have a great rest of the week, guys. I'll see you here in a couple of days. Bye, guys.